Oh
We
yeah.
had our TVC. We're never getting it again.
No, Papi. We probably should have mentioned that. Control was the last Terran player in the entire tournament.
I actually didn't even notice that.
Yeah, because Spear got taken out, so only Protoss and Zerg left.
There we go, as it should be. As we load into inside and also out, we're in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We of course have a red Protoss player coming out from the land of Korea. He is of course going to be representing Team Super or Team Supera based on the clan tag. He is gonna Chance.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Inside and Out, we have our British Zerg player himself representing Platinum Heroes. It is the youngest GM ever to have ever lived. It is Iba.
I wonder what that stands for.
As I was saying the intro, I was like, I wonder what this means. What is an Iba? I don't know.
What is an Iba? Is it Imba?
Is it?
I forgot the M.
Maybe he didn't learn how to spell when he made his ID. You know, maybe he's that young. I don't know.
You didn't have the motor skills. Got that one letter.
We'll see.
He was actually so young that he had his hand on the desk and couldn't see the screen. They kind of thought that he hit it the right words.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Like, you could have gone in a lot of different ways, Yaku, in a lot of different ways. Oh god.
I couldn't think of the other different ways.
It's okay. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like, Iba has been looking on fire tonight, and will that flame burn out is the question, or will he be able to keep on going? Neither one of our two semi-finalists have dropped a single map so far, and now they face off here in that top 4 of Sparkling Tuna Cup. Oh boy. And again, right now my eyes are on Chance, because historically, especially against other Korean Zerg players, Chance has been favoring, you know, different kind of openers.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of mentioned a little bit as we were getting ready to get into the game, but he has probably been experimenting the most out of all the Protoss players out there. Sorry to say that in, you know, in a meta where we still do have, like, Haas and Hero, but I would say that's definitely true for Chance. He has been trying to figure out his own style that works in this current meta.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm curious to see if he's still going his own way, or if he has kind of conformed and if he's going to be going triple Oracle. Because if you remember, there was that time a couple of weeks ago where we casted him against Solar, and every single game he went Twilight Council, every single game he went Archon. Actually, he was going into like Archon drops and stuff like that instead, which is very off meta in current day and age. So we'll see. Likewise, Void Ray first, not Oracle.
Yeah. Every now and then we'll see a Void Ray be made after the first Oracle, but again, it's very rare to see a Void Ray first and then an Oracle or something like that. Usually if I see a Void Ray first coming out from a Protoss player, I assume that they're very paranoid.
Yeah, or maybe they want to make their opponent paranoid, because the Overlord goes down, third base gets thrown down behind it, and Chance is actually going for an Oracle after the Void Ray.
Yeah, we'll see how many he stops at. The Twilight Council is thrown down after that as well. So still going to be a little bit more gateway focused.
Yeah, exactly. And because Iba lost that Overlord, he has to rely a lot more on Lings. So but all these Lings are coming across the map. He wants to try and scout and figure out what exactly is going on. He does confirm the wall here. He's also going to confirm that there is a third base on location, but that is all the information he has for the time being.
Yeah, speaking of information, Oracle gonna go in, not quite able to get too many kills since the tumor, but at least does get confirmation that is in fact a lair, that is in fact a Rotorn. I'm just gonna tag, just to be extra sure.
Yeah, like Eba playing it safe by throwing down that Roach Horn as well to make sure he has an army for a Twilight Council follow-up, which it is going to be. I appreciate this from Eba as well. He doesn't just have a lair, he's working on Overlord speed, so he will be able to get a follow-up, or he should 100% going to be able to get into the main base and be able to scout.
Yeah, especially if there's going to be a lack of stalkers here for Chance, which there should be, seeing as how he is going for Glaives.
Yeah, we haven't seen this in a while, but Glaive Adepts, of course, there's no Robo. It isn't going to be with a War Prison. The Adepts are going to be warped in at home, and then they're all just going to waddle across the map. But there's going to be quite a lot of them, and Eba has to make sure he's ready for that.
And he currently isn't, but he's getting to that state. A lot of roaches are being pumped out. Again, Eba played it safe, and it's paying off for him.
Oh yeah, and mate, who needs to scout when you can... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, who needs to scout when you can drop? But the Dropper Lords were cancelled, so no Dropper Lords in sight because the Adepts are coming across the map, and the Roaches, they're needed at home.
Yeah, the Roaches are needed at home. The resources to make more Roaches are needed at home. Everything is needed at home, especially a lock.
Exactly. Unfortunately, the wall was not a wall. The door was left open. The Adepts haven't gotten any drone kills yet. They have been able to shave off some lings, but now finally some drones are going down.
A lot of isolated drones here, trying to be protected by the queens, but Chance does not care. He is taking those queen shots and will be able to get 8 drone kills. Was it worth it in the end, though? Is how Eba has nothing to contest this Roach counterattack.
That's the thing, right? Like, that's the scary thing about going for Adepts like this, is that after you get cleaned up, you are vulnerable to a counterattack, and Eba, he is going across the map with everything he has. Even the queens are going for a little bit of a walk. The rocks are going to be taken down, and this third base is going to be under threat. Chance, what does he have to defend? He has 1 shield battery.
You know, Overcharge is pretty good, I've heard.
You're not wrong. Overcharge is pretty...
Chance. Yeah.
Go on.
I do appreciate that Chance is taking a little bit of a risk here, though. He's getting the Robo Bay, and, you know, if he can get out a couple of Disruptors, that's really going to shore up his defenses. But I have a lot of doubts as to whether Eba wants to give him that time.
Yeah, exactly. The queens are here. Dropper Lords are dropping creep all over the place. We do have that overcharge that you were talking about, but is it going to be enough? Because there is so much firepower. There is so much Zerg here.
Yeah, too much Zerg. I'm going to have to say... full concave has been thrown on top of this entire base, this entire army, this entire everything.
Yeah, and there's
with
just
that, I don't see a way for Chance to counterattack.
Yeah, Chance, he was just a little bit too greedy going for that Robotics Bay, trying to get into Disruptors. It just took too long to get the Disruptors out. On top of that, we were talking about it, when he threw away his Adepts, he just didn't have enough at home to defend. He was trying to take a 4th as this was happening as well. That's how greedy he was being, and he's being punished for it. Sure, there is 1 Immortal, but the shield batteries, they're just not ready.
But the boys have been pulled, and the Disruptor is here.
Let's go!
Gets 1.
You got 1.
Now he has to wait to recharge.
Sometimes 1 is all you need, but that is not this time, because the Biles are going to connect with the shield battery. Overcharge somehow, some way. Overcharge just wasn't enough. We even have creep being spread here in the natural base as well. Eba has no chill. GG gets called. Eba takes the first game.
Man, everything about this kid is fast. He broke 800 APM this game.
Oh my god, really?
865 APM.
It is Oreo.
Is what the post-stats team is saying. He is Oreo's illegitimate son.
It is.
Or maybe a legitimate son, who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get confirmation from here. You know, he has been MIA for a couple of months. You know, maybe he went to the UK. I don't know.
Yo, he did say that. I don't know. He's related to the UK in some way.
Yeah,
is Ant? Question mark?
No, he's he can get his passport.
He's dual citizen. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
you go.
There we go.
His aunt was the book writer, if you remember.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, she wrote that book about that. What's her name?
The
Bird Box.
The
Bird Box Challenge. Wrote a book about the Bird Box Challenge.
People have no idea what we're talking about. We had a solid
Oreo will.
Oreo
gets it.
We had a solid meme going on in our Discord server for a while.
So much.
Oh my god. I love you, Oreo. I love you. Yeah, that was a very strong showing there by Iba. You know, Chance was trying to do something a little bit different. He was trying to keep it hidden. That's why he went for the Void Ray first, to try and make sure that Overlords weren't going to scout anything. But despite that, Iba was playing it safe. He wasn't too greedy. He didn't skip his Roach Warren. And once he saw the Adepts were coming, like, he just prepared himself. And like, his counterattack was like so decisive from Iba.
Absolutely. We had that discussion about how, you know, despite not being able to get an Overlord in, despite there being a wall that prevented the Zerglings from getting in, he just was able to every single time. I guess just based on the amount of Adepts that Chance had, Iba was able to kind of extrapolate from that. Okay, there's no way you're going to have enough. You weren't working on transition throughout all of this. You were very committed. There's no way you're going to have Disruptors in time. Well, there was a Disruptor, just not in time. Anyway, we're going to be continuing in this best of 3 semifinales here on Cosmic Sapphire. No ESL, no LE. So weird. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, we of course have our red Protoss player coming down from the land of Korea. He is today's #1 seed, but he's in a lot of trouble right now. Representing Team Super, he is Chance.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire, we have the future of StarCraft, representing Platinum Heroes from the land of the UK. It is Iba, who hasn't dropped a single map all tournament so far.
Yo.
Oh god, can he go all the way? Can he be stopped again, mate? He's up against the #1 seed, Papi. Chance, he's no walkover, you know. He's a terrifying player in his own right. I don't know if Iba has even played Chance before, but already, mate, our Zerg player is looking pretty good.
It's looking pretty good. Very decisive, very fast. Very fast. Very, very fast.
Yeah, I hope not too fast.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Oreo was also likewise a very fast player, but he did develop some wrist issues because of that. And I don't mind saying this. Iba, last game, he said afterwards that he had to like take a moment because his hands were shaky. So I was like, mate, calm down. To be fair,
have another thing of bread.
I don't know if that's like nerves related or not. To be fair, I don't know. But
could be adrenaline.
It could be adrenaline. But take care of yourself.
It could also be hunger.
True.
You know, have another piece of bread.
Have another tomato.
Find another tomato first.
Yeah, I love the way he said it as well. He's like, yeah, I was just waiting here for the control, and I just stumbled across a wild potato. Tomato.
Yeah, tomato. Yeah,
just rolled on in.
Actually, it was a potato. He just, that was tomato. I foraged, in my bedroom for one. Found it growing from a corner.
Oh no. So yeah.
Are we sure it was actually tomato?
We don't have confirmation. It could. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what it was.
We don't. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just a red rock. As Chance, once again, the most unorthodox.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. In the current meta, he is the most unorthodox player. He is going for a Phoenix first in a PvZ. Completely skipping out on that Void Ray. And there's a chance he'll still go for Oracles after this, and he does, but yeah, again, he's the one player who's just still holding up the banner of, not going Oracle first in this matchup, or not, immediately going into Twilight in this matchup.
Yeah, again, there was a reason why we were trying to hammer this point home at the start of this series, talking about how Chance in this matchup, he doesn't play like hero. He just does his own thing. And we were talking about like the reasons why, and it's like, you know, it's possible that he just may not be comfortable with the hero style. It may be like, I don't know, like a stubbornness thing, like, you know what, I always play like this and I don't want to change. It's hard to say.
I know a thing or two about that.
I know you do. But because of that, like, it means that he's also unpredictable. He's very unique in that way. Very unique.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And that's a Robo first coming out from Chance, actually.
God.
And we'll see if this is going to work out for him or not, because that's also Melee first coming out from Iba.
Oh, okay. So a couple of different things are going on. One, the Oracle has already gotten one drone and one larva, so not bad at all. Meanwhile, a second Overlord gets taken out. Iba, once again, supply blocked. Pretty heavy supply block as well by Chance. So Chance, he's finding a lot more success here with his opener compared to previously. But I worry for him because, mate, a hidden Baneley nest is behind this.
Oh yeah, say just a Link Flood. It's a Bane bust into a Link Flood. And that's a good thing that Chance is getting that Void Ray, but what is single Void Ray going to do against a massive wave of Lings?
Yeah, that is the question. We don't have any ground units whatsoever right now. There we go, our first one being warped in. Iba, unfortunately, doesn't have enough Lings to really break on through, so it looks like Chance is going to be able to hold on to his base for now, but 20 more Lings are coming out behind this. Again, Iba is looking to take down this third.
That was kind of the operative word, wasn't it? He's able to defend for now.
Yeah, but for how much longer? The scary thing about this defense is that usually a great thing to defend your third base against Lings are Oracles. You know, that's why triple Oracle is so good and so safe, all things considered. But the Oracle just died. Oh no!
Oh no! Okay, well, yeah, we'll see how well Iba's or Chance is going to be able to defend against this. He does have a couple of sentries. That's an amazing force field, actually. And he has another one in the tank if need be. He is keeping his pylons alive. He needs to make sure that his shield battery is still powered. All of those probes thought they could body block the Banelings. And they actually did. They gave up their lives to do so, but yeah,
the Banes,
Chance is still alive.
The Banes just wanted a hug, and the probes gave into it. 12 workers go down. We should say though that Chance does hold on to his third base. Barely, he does hold on. As you were pointing out, those force fields were very clutch in the end. But Iba isn't done. He's transitioning from here. He is droning, and we have another Waddle Bite coming in.
He's not done. But as we always say, the first wave is scariest.
Yes.
The fact that his third base was able to survive means that even though he lost those 12 probes, he can still reproduce them. I say that as Iba takes a massive worker lead with that Waddle By.
Exactly. Another 10 workers are going to be going down. Meanwhile, across the map, Feast is going to get taken out here. Not even for a queen. So Chance throwing away a couple of units a little bit needlessly here. And now Iba is getting a little bit out of control. He has fully saturated on 3 bases. He has a 4th base on the way. And he is moving on into roaches.
Yeah. Yeah, Chance was doing a pretty good job of equalizing things earlier on, but now the advantage is very much in Iba's foot. That's the wrong word to use. He's doing a massive counterattack out of desperation, but the defenses of Iba are just way too good. Yeah, he took out the queens. Yeah. To be fair.
The queens are going down. There's going to be very little anti-air, very little opposition to this Warp Prism, but the Archons and the Zealots are not going to be enough to break on through. The Archons still barely surviving. Oh, no! One of them got sniped.
Yeah. Hashtag cast a curse right on top of that, and with that, when it's all said and done, Chance traded very efficiently, but aside from the queens, what did he really kill here? He didn't get any drone damage. He wasn't really able to clear up much creep. I don't think even got much, I don't think he even managed to make it into the main, which people know, but
Yeah, like the scary thing is that Eba was already at 66 drones and he doesn't intend to go any further than this. Like, okay, no, he's droning up a little bit to be fair, but 66 workers, you can max out on roaches with that kind of economy. And that's why I worry a little bit here for Chance, because he's trying to expand, he's trying to get another base up and running. But soon, like an army of Zerg is going to be waltzing across the map and there's not much keeping Eba at home. The only thing is this War Prism.
Well, yeah, and even then, that's not that much of a deterrent, is it? And when you have that many Ravagers on the way, Disruptor's coming out though for Chance, and all you need is one sometimes.
Yeah, Disruptor is on the way. The Roach Ravager just poking in. It looks like Eba wants to force a response. I don't think he really intends to break the position here of Chance because he did drone behind this and he is teching. But, you know, he's trying to trade as best he can and he does get an arc on.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a really good trade, actually. A very expensive unit out there. Now we do have a little bit of a run-by of Zealots here, and they do get a couple of drones. They actually even up the worker count right now for Chance.
Yeah, you know what, Chance, he has some momentum. A lot of Roach Ravager was just thrown away, and Eba needs time to rebuild.
Eba, he overextended just by a little bit. He is remaking that army 10 roaches at a time. He's got a lot of larvae to work with, but he is burning through his gas bank. GG is called, and Chance will have another chance at this. He will tie up our series 1-1.
Here we go. This is the way it should be. We are going all the way to that ace match. And that was a questionable move from Eba. Like, he had a pretty sizable Roach Ravager army, and he just kind of... I thought he was just going to poke in towards the 4th of Chance, but he committed, and he lost everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a very odd move as well. You know, in hindsight, would have been a pretty good containment kind of maneuver there, and that's all he really needed to do. But I guess Eba was getting a little bit bloodlusted, and Chance was able to use that to his advantage.
Yeah, it's possible that maybe as Eba was attacking, he got distracted a little bit.
By the run-by, right.
Yeah, by that Zealot run-by, so maybe he intended to pull back and he didn't in the end, and maybe he miscalculated. Like, Eba, the game was intending to go on. Like, Eba had an infestation bit on the way, he had +2 on the way, like, he had other plans. And Chance was able to capitalize on the mistake of Eba there.
Yeah, sometimes it only takes one mistake, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Not Disruptors, but, you know, it applies to Disruptors as well.
He did have one Disruptor.
He did have one Disruptor, and that's all it took! There we go! Chance was able to take that game.
Oh.
With one Disruptor and a dream.
There we go, and now we are diving on in to the ace match, Papi.
See, Papito, as we continue our series now on Data Under the Sea. What was the song that I did last time I did this? Really remember. What were the songs from that movie? I don't remember any of them. Hakuna Matata. It's a wonderful phrase. When in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we of course have our red Protoss player coming down from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Team Super. He is Chance.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Data Under the Sea, Papi, we have the UK Zerg player himself representing Platinum Heroes. Dropping his first map of the tournament, it is Eba.
A little too fast, maybe a little too furious with that loss.
Oh, exactly. You cannot make a mistake here against Chance. Like, even though Eba had a strong start to the series, Chance is still a terrifying opponent. He's still a relatively experienced player as well. So if you ever give him an edge, if you ever give him an inch, he will go the distance. Oh boy. And the real question is, after the first 2 games, what the hell is Chance going to do in game 3? You know, he's already shown us quite a little bit of variety.
Okay, what else can he make from his Stargate? Tempest.
True, we've seen Void Ray first, we've seen Phoenix first. We haven't seen Oracle first.
Yeah, but I think that's a little too mainstream for Chance right now, so let's wait for it to go off meta first.
Boy, exactly. Meanwhile, the Cybercore has finished up, so now we're going to see the tech of choice here for Chance. Meanwhile, back at home, you know, a couple of interesting things. You know, Eva forced to take the unnatural natural Chance, even doubling down and throwing down a pylon. Oh my god.
Yeah, love to see it. At least until the links arrive.
Yeah, so it's going to buy a little bit of time. It's going to force Eva to be a little bit inefficient, as it's still going to be Stargate.
And there we go. I'm feeling Void Ray this time, coming out from Chance.
Yeah, Void Ray wouldn't be a bad choice. I feel like on Data C, the rush distance is pretty small, but could we see Sky Toss? We've already seen it a couple of times by some players, like Nice, but Chance, is he willing to go that far?
Is he nice enough?
Oh. Or is he Haas enough?
Oh. Or is he Rex? But
Oh,
he's always Rex.
For those who don't know, there is a pro player called But Always. I don't know if that was
A pro player. One of the best
One of the
Taiwanese
best.
players.
Yeah, one of the best, one of the best. That was awful, by the way. That was awful. I was laughing because I'm sure there are some people that are like, what, But Always? What is he saying? What is he trying to say right now? Oh my god, it's the Lynx.
What am I trying to say right now?
Oh,
Please tell me.
They almost break on through. They do get a kill on one of the Adepts, and the Lynx, they don't stop coming. The drones are here.
There
as well.
are even some drones to come in to try to get that sneak around, but that actually there was a drone that was right on top of the Adept, funnily enough. But Chance, he was quick enough on the wall. He did identify that a link flow was coming his way, and he took the necessary precautions. This Void Ray gonna pay off in more ways than one.
Yeah, exactly. Now Eva is forced to go back to the drawing board because of the opener. He wanted to be the aggressor. He wanted to just go all in. And now Eba is behind in the drone count. He has to catch back up economically. He still has all these things. And again, right now, his goal here, without losing too many, is to try and delay that third base, if there even is going to be a third.
Yeah, that's to be determined as Chance goes through his gateway explosion, or a mini gateway explosion.
Ooh.
He's playing a little bit more orthodox this time.
Yeah, but you know what? 5 more drones are going down. 6 more drones. Can we get 7? We cannot, but Chance keeps the Oracle alive. Eba, his drone count was already hurting, and now it's hurting even more. And soon it's gonna be gone, mate, because Chance is going for Glaive Adepts again.
He's just able to sneak past these lings. He is making his way across the map with the shades.
Oh, yeah. For now, he's keeping his Adepts hidden. The Glaives is still on the way, and I'm sure he wants to hit the timing with this. But with that gateway explosion that you were pointing out, like, this is dangerous. Eba needs Roaches or Banelings. He needs one or the other to help deal with these Adepts. Otherwise, like, again, the drone count of Eba is just going to plummet again.
And just now throwing down the Roach Warren, but I fear it's maybe too late for Eba. If there's a way for him to stall the Adepts from coming out, then he may be able to stall enough momentum to drag this game out a little longer. But we'll see as the Lings are starting to be dealt with. The Adepts are about to finish up Glaives, and they're making their way across the map. Data C, very short rush distance.
Very short. Here we go. The Adepts are coming, and this has not been scouted by Eba. He's droning right now. Hopefully, he makes a wave of Roaches. He has a little bit of supply to work with, but he's making more drones, and this may be what kills him in the end, because there we go. 1 Roach is on the way, but the Adepts are here.
1 Roach and a dream. Let's go, Eba! Unfortunately, I do think that there are just way too many Adepts. They're starting to overpower the Queens. They're taking out the Lings as they hatch. 5, 6 Roaches at this point, not going to be enough. Maybe if they had enough, maybe if they had support of the Queens, but yeah, the Queens were kind of dealt with.
Yeah, the early game for Iba just was not going to cut it, especially because he went for that basically all-in. He was trying to transition away from that. He will keep a lot of his workers alive, but 5 drones already go down. The third base already at half HP. Every single queen went down as well. We even have the Void Ray coming in.
Yeah, he knows that there's no way for Iba to do a counter harass behind all of this. And with that, I just don't see a way of Iba really recovering.
Yeah,
the drones, they rallied back into their deaths. Even if the roaches don't take much damage from the adepts, there are enough adepts that I honestly feel like the Void Race is unnecessary here.
Yeah.
But it's that cherry on top of Chance.
It is the cherry on top. The adepts finally commit to one of the glaives. GG gets called, and Chance, there's a reason why he's the #1 seed in this tournament. He will take the series 2-1 and move on to the grand finals.
Man. Oh man, oh man. Iba, there was just so much momentum behind him going into this. Everyone was hyped after the first series where he was able to take out Starduck, but Chance, he is a bit of a brick wall, and Iba, unfortunately, ran right into him.
Oh, exactly. Specifically, ran into his pylon wall as he was trying to drone drill through.
That was the thing. If Chance was even a second too late on that follow-up wall, I really think we would be seeing Iba. Well, okay, maybe not necessarily going into the grand finals. Chance, of course, did have that Void Ray at that point and did have a decent number of adepts, but we would still be in that game at the very least. We could have had our chances. We could have seen Iba advance even, but it was not to be. In the end, our first finalist is going to be a Protoss player, and our second finalist could very well be a Protoss player as well. As we do have our lower semis, Quantel versus Nikki.
We do have that lower semis. Again, massive shout out to both Chance and Iba. Iba as well, like, had his best performance ever here in Sparkling Tuna Cup. This isn't his first time signing up for the tournament. He has signed up before, but with mixed success, usually bowing out in the earlier rounds. This week, he looked really good. Even in the semis, he looked really good. He just messaged me now. He's like, I wish I didn't Ling Flood. You know, like, the reality is that the failure of that Ling Flood did put him behind, and he was desperately trying to catch up. He was desperately trying to drone up as well, cut corners, try and skip spores, and he lost more drones because he skipped spores as well. And it was just a rough road to recovery there.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a gamble going for that Ling Flood. One that almost worked, but a gamble nonetheless. And because it didn't work, he was so far behind that Chen took full advantage of that. Could have worked out, but yeah, not in this timeline.
Not in this timeline. So GG, well played. As you were saying, we are now getting ready for our next series, another PVZ.